ability. I'm about to redo it all over again. Or not. All right. So delta, right? You have delta, which is the fourth letter of the Greek alpha, beta system, symbolized as symbolized as a triangle, or in other words, the pyramid, or this little that symbol that looks like the snake. That's almost an eight. You feel me? Cause I know it's the 9 year because 2025 equals up to nine, but where we at is tied to the eighth dimension, and there's a lot of things about the eight, and a lot of things that's going to tie to the snake that people need to be breaking down. Cause I know a lot of people that can break it down. I'm not saying I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna just point some shit out. Cause this symbol, this symbol, okay, Star of David is one delta above, one delta below. Okay, the circle is just the aura. Okay, these represents the land masses when it's dealing with the tectonic plates, meaning Pangea is still connected. It's just that they got y'all fucked up with the maps. Like if you put it around the 360, it's not really a globe. It's just you know energy. So that circle just represents the magnetic field. Okay, so this being the delta symbol, that goes back to the Star of David. This is the other symbol, one above, one below. What this is used in the U.S. codes that I be posting sometimes. Like the U.S. codes matches up with the angel numbers sometimes. So when you see an angel number, and it just make you want to look up an angel number, look up the same number for the U.S. codes and see if anything matches to what you've been looking for. Because we have to learn this law too. It's like understanding the rules of the game. So Delta, right, is a code name they've been using like football. They yell out Delta, Delta, Delta. Some people might see it in Gematria. If you use Gematria, you might see that. That's a code. But this means denoting an energy. So when you see this symbol, it means a denoting energy. Okay? So upside down, I be saying upside down represents the sun, and you're the X with the feminine energy. And then you have this represent Kai, or Earth, and it's pretty much a cycle. This denotes the energy boot, and the ground, when it picks up the UV from the sun, it starts to release this gas. It starts to release this plasma upwards. The trees also, it releases upwards and just continues and continues to do that. So when they have these clouds, they be trying to block it. Just like Bill Gates, who talk about the carbon emissions, that's the sub-zero technology because they have to bring that carbon emission down to a zero. That's when you get the cool effect. You feel me? So people breathing it in. Anyways, we leave that alone. Back on Delta, cause okay. So you have one, two, three. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. Now you have your 13. I be saying the 13 represent a new timeline. Okay, so apparently a big ass gamma hit the magnetic field 2016, 2017. I'm gonna just say it around 2017. Cause my ass had an experience. Yo, 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 what's up, what's up? Alright, so I'm gonna say this. This was a downwards triangle, okay? And this pretty much is some alpha beta shit too, because A plus B equals C, okay? And this is going to make more sense when you get to 4, 5, 6 for anyone that gambles with dice. Because the 4, 5, 6 is 3 cubes. That gives you 3 crosses. Okay, I'm fast. All right, so look, 2017 to 2020, that's when it started. So we get to 2021 to 2024. That's where we at. When January 27th, around that time, when I made this video, the first time, I just had the dates off. Okay, so this is a split if you look at it in this way. From 1 through 12, excuse the 13, but 1 through 12, this is half on the scale. Okay, so say if this was like one side and this is just a reflection of that, because 1, 2, 3 is a 6, 4, 5, 6, pretty much a 6, 7, 8, 9, pretty much a 6. But this is representing a 3, 6, 9, and it repeats because the 10, 11, 12 is a 1, 2, 3. So the cycle is a 3, 6, 9, 3. So that's cardinal also. Okay, so you have your 2024. Okay, so boom, 2025. The 2028. Yeah, because the 7 is going to settle by April 27th. That's where we at right now with it. Yeah, like it for your video and I will subscribe. I feel bad nobody is watching this video. Hey man, I will subscribe and I like and love the video. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. You feel me? I'm sorry if I wasn't looking. This is like some whole weird science. It's gonna sound crazy, but I'm explaining it or trying to in a basic way, saying like how we jumping through timelines. Because if you're wondering like how people are revealing everything from history to now, yes, in our DNA code, but the sun is denoting it when it matches with the memory. But it's like it's coming from a ship. So when it interacts with it, just like the plane and the supercomputer to even have the matrix doing the shit it does, it picks up on frequencies from the sun. So this is what started happening. So now the magnetic field is depleting, so it's not really like fucking with your magnetic field as much as it was. The energy is getting to you and is bringing you magnetism from the ether star to up your body. That's why it's the heat. Pretty much 1, 2, 3. That was like the two suns, the blue and the red Katrina, actually started forming together. Okay, just like your brain, left and right of your brain denotes the C, which is a gamma wave. It's a gamma wave, right? your brain. Red sun, blue Katrina denotes a, a new light, and that's what's happening. So that's when the fourth dimension started to play in hand because it's a um it's a timeline to it. So let's just start from the beginning. So you have 90, 180, 270, 360 hertz. But because time is just a measurement of energy, so hertz is a measurement of energy also. So it's really like some time traveling shit when you're dealing with memories. Okay, so the next, say this is the first phase, 2017. Okay, so you have 450, but look at this as hertz. Okay, because either you was going through these emotions tied to these hurts in a good way or a bad way, but at the end of the day, it was like a cleansing thing. Seemed like a lot of karma, but it was like a cleansing thing when you look back at it. So look, 450, 540, and if you realize everything equals 9, and when you're trying to count it up to match it up, if it don't equal 9, then it just threw the whole, it's going to throw the whole equation off. All right, so you have 630, then you have 5, oh, I'm tripping, 720, and say these are hertz that's coming off the sun. But when it's dealing with the DNA, it reflects memory. You know how it deals with the cells and the hills and all that, how you can do it with frequency. It deals with the memory also when it's coming off the sun. All right, so when we got to third year, it's like 2020. So we get to the third year, you have 810, mm, you have 810, 900, 9, oh yeah, 990, 1, 8. Say that's like the third D or the third density of light that start pouring in. That's, I'm just gonna explain it like that. Don't you feel me? If you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. All right, so after that you dealt with the fourth, right? So this is when you get 1,170. Then you get, it's all gonna make sense at the end. Just gotta try it out. Just really, if you don't even want to listen to this right now, you can come back later, take a screenshot. All right, so because this is the timeline dealing with 3,693 years, and somehow people are revealing this timeline as we go up the scale. So this is like a Libra scale. All right, so for this represents 4D, and this frequency activated the brain. Because if you look at it on a chakra scale, I mean on a hertz scale, when you're dealing with 900, that's like the crown chakra. So anything past it is dealing with higher realms. So when you get to 1,444, that's dealing with your brain that for shit show. So that activated the 4D on the physical state. Okay. This was when the 4D settled. So that was 2021. So this is when it gets weird because that's when everybody was talking about Egyptian stuff and 144,000 and whoop de whoop. And then it went on like this, right? It went on to 1500s to when they came over here in Columbus, whoop whoop. And everyone was speaking out and breaking it down, telling the truth. It was like a whole awakening. The whole time, I feel like it was a global consciousness project. And either way is a good thing, but they're watching this so they can figure shit out. You feel me? Because a lot of us already signed, gave them blood, all type of shit. So it's like they just need some certain answers. Really, they already did this, and we're just in the simulation seeing how it happened. Okay, 3,600 years of it within 12 years. This is a 12 years scale from 2017 to 2029. Okay, so when we get here, 16. This is 2022, right? So 2022, this is what people was revealing this timeline. And this the hertz was coming off the sun, but it ties to the year when it's dealing with DNA memory. And these niggas is just watching while we on their platforms. Okay? Because the AI they trying to use for transhumanism is a xenobot. But Xeno deals with Xenia too in a feminine aspect. And Xenia aspect is like they give you is talking about Greek hospitality. And Greek hospitality is pretty much they bring in the outsiders, well, who they call outsiders, and like the whole village, everyone's on gang with it. Like, and pretty much they was listening to these stories just to see if they were divine or not. And when they figured out who they were, they'd try to sacrifice them. It was pretty much like Martin Lawrence in the movie called The Black Knight. How they was moving and shit, that's some Xenia shit. You feel me? That's exactly what Xenia is. Alright, so when you get to 2023, now people start revealing motherfucking 1890, 1980, 2070, 2160. All right, so 2024 that was the Mandela effect, because the energy, because months, days is everything that's dealing with time that we use, especially with this Gregorian calendar stuff. everything dealing with time is a measurement. You feel me? It's just to keep track of the energy. So when the UVC that was pouring in from the dome being open, the energy started matching the timeline is on. So around January, going into February, just like this gate that's about to open January 27th, it was a skip, okay? So now we're on some futuristic stuff. That's why you're starting to see all these different AIs and whoopty whoop because of this. And you're going to see way more in a short amount of time. And I'm just going to show you on some shit. It sounds crazy because it looks so simple, but if you just peep everything that's been going on, like everybody was breaking down this time of this time of period within 3 months. And then niggas was breaking down this within 3 months. Breaking down this, 2160 just represents the age of Aquarius, right? So let's put this on the side too. Age of Aquarius. You feel me? So this is where we at. I'm gonna show y'all where we at. Actually, let's bring this down. So you got your 20, 2250. Damn, my pen ain't trying to work. You got 2250. Then you have 2340. Yeah, the 2340. You have your 2430. That's like the Noah's flood. This was like October around here. Now, oh no 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 no. This was like Noah's flood, 2342. This is where we at January 27th. So if you can match up a timeline like the BC or something like that, it kind of reflects. Because the next one definitely is 2025. No, it's 2520. And these beats is going around the circle with a clock. So you have your 3, 6, 9, 12. You have across the 90-degree angles. Represent 90, 180, 270, 360, and north. Your news. And your news been talking about a delta. Hey, I like how that a little flowed out like that. Hold on, hold on. You have your east, no, you have your north, east, west, south, which is your news. And these fuck niggas, which is your news. I'm talking about a delta because what is a delta dealing with? It's no energy in the direction it proceeds in. So when you see all these arrows, or really like a sun, right? It's shooting light. 30, you feel me? Those are like ions, particles. You feel me? Charging up the cell. Okay. So look, this is where we at on the timeline scale. This is the seventh trumpet because the seven ether hasn't settled yet. Okay. We're in the rebirth stage because it's about to be the 27th tomorrow. So we're pretty much at like the portal's opening now. So to describe this portal, I call it the goat portal because that was part of the dragon. And the goat, yeah, that was part of the dragon. And it's going to be open all the way through your Super Bowl. So that's tying the cattle, um, which is goes back to humans at the end of the day. Uh, Sacrifices to Zeus again, just like the Olympics, but it's the same thing for the Super Bowl. It's representing uh, Pangea, like on the realm. That's why the Pope did what he did. Okay, it's representing something on the whole realm on this planet, because the planes of the ice walls really do look like the planets. So, or like your chakras. So seven is aligning. So seven of these ice walls are aligning because those is just the tectonic plates. You gotta remember, so above, so below, you're the center, the X. Okay. So what? So above, so below, same shit's happening here, type shit. You feel me? So seven planes is aligning and denoting with the sun. The ground has to denote with the sun also, for the sun to even to get that energy. That's why they be trying to block it, because when they block it, it makes the ground lose like a sulfuric gas, which can create methane and motherfucking fires and stuff, dealing with the stuff that's in it. That's why I say grounding is good, even if you just putting your hands in the ground, just random spots. Like that gives, like, you give spark, you spark up the trees and they spark up you. So it's like sometimes they be getting bothered by them clouds too, just like you. It is you. So sometimes you gotta ground and wake the energy back up. You feel me? Because it's always there. It sounds like a cartoon, huh? Like some imagination, but it's all crazy till you see it for yourself. That's when it's not crazy anymore. It's an amazing thing. All right, so back to this. So this is April. Then you have July. Then you have October 27th. Then you have January 27th. These are your four portals. Okay. This is the new year. Okay. April 1st is the new year. The 1, 2, 3 we're in right now. Really starting to. Dang, I didn't realize I was doing that right now. Hold on. Yeah, it is January 26th. I didn't realize I was doing that. That's crazy. So now I have to rename this. I didn't realize that. Tomorrow is a portal, January 27th. Okay. And it's going to be open all the way to February 12th. Really the 19th, but it's like a Lionsgate portal, just another alternate of it. There's four of them. The clock is the compass of the sun, which is Ezekiel's will, dealing with the dragon faces. It's four phases every year. But you have to go through this rebirth right here, meaning there's about to be heavy energy hitting. Watch, there's about to be some eclairs popping. It's gonna get hotter. That's why the heat's already coming. They got weather already pre-planned. The heat's coming. Okay, it's coming, and it's gonna be very hot. And it's gonna be changing that 666 into motherfucking carbon 7. Once you just start look up online, they kind of tell you what's gonna happen. Just look at it as like they talking about you. It's even a 6 or 7 string theory. They said niggas couldn't see past the six. So when it was dealing with the six ether last year, before April, because by April it settled, niggas was seeing the demon syndrome come out. This is why I'm saying this should not cap. It's just I think after I saw something 2 weeks ago, and I was looking up some about the seven and the seven trumpets, I think, and they brought up how somebody just did 7 times 360, and they were wrong. But if they were, they was just quieting it out. I didn't start doing this because of that. I started doing it because of 369 and the clock and the time. I just started seeing how things was clicking. So I really be out my body sometimes. So like that's where that be coming from. So it was talking about dimensions to me and these planes really, and then how I always said as it rises up, it connects. So because it takes a twin or a binary system to even create a new light. That's what it does. That's what the whole tip of the pyramid is about. It creates that new light. That red sun, that alpha, and that blue sun, that beta, created a new light. And that new light connected with some other ones. You feel me? So when you have your three twins, you had 6 stars. And them 6 stars created 3 suns. Okay? So that's with the 7, 8, 9. Now you have the third sun developing. And from the 10, 11, 12, which is a 3, it's going to be the fourth sun developing. Okay? This is a split parallel. This is a split parallel. This is above. Okay? This is below. This is like settled, period. So when 7 is settling, which is going to, we're in the rebirth stage, so it has to go through a higher state. So we're going to be dealing with total eclipse pretty much with the, or it's like equinox energy because it has to deal with the energy of the 8 ethers and the 9 ethers and from the 3 alternates. Okay. So 7, 8, 9, this is the trinity we dealing with now, which is going to be developing that third sun that people are already starting to see a little bit. But once the 7 settle, you really going to see the 2 suns, because that was pretty much what that 3 year cycle was about. Because as the dome deplete, this is about like 50% of ascension. Well, we're going to say like 60. Shit, really like 72% illuminated planet. This is going to be developing the third sun. It's going to be developing the fourth sun. If we go back to the 7, we're almost done with that. It just had to hit. You got your 22, 3, 24, 22. But all of these is still representing years and hertz. Now, if you peep, what everybody's talking about now is matching the seven thunders, seven elders, the seven trumpets, all of that right now. And when you look up this date on the timeline, you're going to see the same thing. It's just talking about the seventh density, though, that's going to be entering this planet. And that bitch is going to be hot as fuck. If you notice outside and you get some sun, certain clothes is not going to be allowed under this sun because it's going to burn. You don't even have to be if your body's like 30. It's going to be your clothes going to start burning because that light ain't really messing with it. And I would say get some tents. Like, I like just chilling in the sun, you feel me? But some people can't deal with it. So it's like, I would say get some tents on your car, you feel me? Because those are actually UV blockers. They're not just because you don't want people looking at you. It's really UV blockers, so it blocks the UV of the sun. Especially in these intense moments, that UV is going through these tents. You feel me? It's still going through it. So we here with it. 789. But the Delta variant, back to Delta. Delta is the fourth, and that's what happened. The fourth year, it denoted the 100, the 144,000. It's the same thing. It's really about the nine. But yeah, the fourth year, 4D activated. Boom. Because Delta denotes a new energy. It changed the assets from the underlying. Hold on, I said that wrong, but it changes. Hold on. Got it somewhere. All right, so boom. So it's just like mu and nu, unum, brain, sanctum. Nigga, that's how they manipulate, bro. It's like, I mean, MK Ultra shit. Because the moon deals with the land and the water frequencies, but nature is part of your nervous system. So they can attack nature to attack you because the moon deals with the ground and the waters, okay? But it's really dealing with the unum sanctum, okay? Mu and nu is M and N. So even if you try to pronounce these two letters, it's going to come out moon. Mm, especially if you try to, these are vibrations dealing with the brain. Your mu receptors, which are the Morse receptors, and then you have the new receptors, which is the Norse, which goes back to Norse mythology, and the mu dealing with the land of mu. So look, the mu, no, the unum sanctum was dealing with the brain sanctum. That's when it seems like we just in a simulation type shit. Look up. So look. So when these planets is lining up, it's actually lining up with the sun. And 1, 2 creates a light. 3, 4 creates a light or a new sun. Well, 1, 2, 3 is that new one, and 4, 5, 6 is that new one because it really is boom boom, look up, and then no, I'm tripping. I did that wrong. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We 4, 5, 6. And that's denoting here.